So I'm just gonna put it right here in the rock. Anything coming in, it should catch it. So hopefully it'll pick up something. Saturday night in Las Vegas. Great day to climb the beast. One wrong move, and it's all over. All right, folks, we got a tent. It's actually a two-person backpacker's tent. I think I'm gonna try to stay here tonight. Unzip it. We're inside the tent. I'm gonna try to get some rest. I can't freaking believe I'm doing this. Ready for bed? And I think that's about it. It's warm a little bit. The wind's blowing. It's really cold on this mountaintop here right now. I was just attacked by something flying, either large insect or a bat. Big giant spider right here. Versing the beast during the day was tough. Tried doing it in the middle of the night in pitch black darkness. This isn't dangerous. I don't know what is. Like, oh shoot! Oh my God. Saturday, May 24th, 2025. I got 92 degrees in the temp. 4:07 p.m. and we're heading out in Las Vegas Valley. Yep, 4:07 p.m. We usually get started early in the morning, but not today. Today we're getting started in the afternoon because we've got some night operations. As you may remember, we did our live stream a while back. Live stream, it was, yeah, right up there, live stream. It was all right, didn't turn out so well. The GoPro settings weren't that great for night, but I think I've got some optimized settings for them right now. We're gonna head out in the Desert National Wildlife Refuge and we're going all the way to Picture Canyon. That's right, Picture Canyon at night. We're gonna be doing some searching. So without further ado, let's keep on going. I don't wanna film and drive, it's dangerous. We'll check in as we are at the National Wildlife Refuge. All right, approaching the turnoff up here to Corn Creek Road. This is turnoff to the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. We've gone so many times before. Let's slow down a little bit and make this turn, and then we'll head out to the sign so we can do a quick introduction. Sheep Range Mountains, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, the Sheep Range Mountains. About 10 years or so ago, a man named Kenny Veach walked out there and he never returned. Nobody knows what happened to him. There's really little evidence in the case. We're heading out there again today, but there's something a little bit different. It's 4:28 p.m. I got 90 degrees on the temp, and it's a beautiful, kind of windy Saturday towards the end of May, spring morning. Spring winds usually come in the Las Vegas Valley. We're starting getting a little bit late start because we're doing some night operation tonight. I've got a little more firepower than I usually do. Probably won't need it. I've never seen a person or animal out there, but you just never know. We're not going to the Enjoyable May Road today, folks. We're going all the way to Picture Canyon. Haunted, strange Picture Canyon. A creepy place during the day, even creepier at night. I've got some night vision gear. I'm gonna set up a night vision camera. I'm gonna set up a game cam. I'm gonna hike all the way out there to Picture Canyon, 2 miles from the road. Then I'm gonna climb the beast, and we're gonna stage at the top of the beast. I even have a small tent. I was gonna sleep out there. Who knows? I may still sleep out there. But for right now, our goal is to get to Picture Canyon. Let's head out there, air down real quick, and then go to the canyon. And we got that 2 mile hike to go, and then we'll go ahead and climb the beast once we set up our gear. All right, I usually air down. I opted not to today. We're running 40 PSI, which is probably a little bit high for off-roading, but as you can see the condition of the road, if the road stays like this and we keep kind of a slow speed, we'll probably be okay. So I may just risk it, and that'll save us time for having to air back up. Cow Camp Creek Road up here probably isn't too bad. If it is, we can always stop and air down, but for right now I think I'm gonna push it. Biggest reason is back there on my air down spot, there was like 5 Jeeps just kind of hanging out, talking. They were probably just finishing an off-road run. I don't feel like going there and airing down and shooting the breeze with those guys. We got work to do today. So we're gonna keep on going, and like I said, as long as the road stays pretty much like this, I think we're fine not airing down. So let's put the pedal to the metal and get on out there. Oh, a whole lot of nothing out there. Except off to the left is the military area. That's no man's land out there. We don't go in the military area, it's off limits. But to the right, that Sheep Range Mountains there, that's Picture Canyon. That's where Kenny Veach disappeared. That's where we're going tonight for our night hike. So we're gonna come along. We're doing about 25 or so, which is pretty much the speed limit on this road. Tire pressure is about 40, which is higher than we want to be. But I'm just taking it easy. And we decided not to air down. I'm gonna try to make it all the way there without airing down. So I'm just trying to take it easy the whole way there, but it is a little bumpy. All right, we're doing just under 20. Cow Camp Creek Road here is a little rough, but I've seen it rougher, so I think we can make it all the way if we just take it easy. Like I said, we didn't air down, so we're on 40 PSI street. street pressure, which is, it's a little risky. You can hit a rock and, you know, you can burst a tire or something. It's a much rougher ride. So we're just taking it easy. We're about maybe a quarter way up Cow Camp Creek Road here. Once we get to the parking spot, we'll begin the hike out to Picture Canyon. Morning, everyone. Good evening, greetings, good afternoon, or whatever time it is wherever you're at. Today, right here, Las Vegas, Nevada, 5:20 p.m. Saturday, May 24th, I believe it is, maybe 23rd. I don't know. I'm not keeping track. I don't care, neither do you. But at any rate, we're out here. Desert National Wildlife Refuge. We're doing a night hike today. These mountains right out there, that's the Sheep Range Mountains where Kenny Veach disappeared about 10 years ago. Now that kind of hole in the mountain there where it kind of goes between the two, that's Picture Canyon. Kenny Veach came out of Picture Canyon, walked all the way around this entire mountain range. Somewhere in that mountain range, he saw the M Cave. Somewhere in that mountain range, supposedly he disappeared. His final hike, his phone was found by an old mine shaft on the other side of Picture Canyon, and that's the last we've seen of him. His truck was parked at Joe May Road. That's back the other part of the reserve, but you can get there from here. It's just a longer hike, and he was never seen or heard from again. There's been a lot of strange stories out there in Picture Canyon, Joe May Canyon. I call it Haunted Joe May Canyon, Haunted Picture Canyon. There's been stories of phantom footsteps. That's when you feel someone or something kind of running up on you, like a large animal or something big and heavy, but you look around, there's nothing there. I felt it myself. Many folks have mentioned it online, and you know, they've described the exact same thing that I felt. So I don't know what it is, imagination running wild, or is there something to it? Hard to say. There's also talk of a winged demon, some sort of a winged creature in Picture Canyon. Personally, I don't believe that, but some folks have said there is. I think it's probably a crow. Some people have said that, yeah, it's some winged beast in Picture Canyon. I don't know, go figure, who knows. Another YouTuber, Sean Connor, he's one of the ones who actually also saw the, or felt the phantom footsteps on a night hike out there. He got sick at the end of Picture Canyon. He camped out there once, and when he was camping, he said there was something outside his tent. So I'm a little nervous about camping out there, but I do have a backpacker's tent with me just in case. This is the tripod for the camera. In fact, let me just take a break and show you all my gear. All right, now I've got some extra gear. This is the DJI mic. It's a charging case. I'll put this in the backpack so I can charge it later. Sunglasses, boonie cap. I do have a New York deli sub because you know, I can't live on freeze-dried food forever, so hopefully that'll give us dinner tonight. This Nike bag here, I've got the game cam, extra flashlights in there. This is the tripod that I'm going to use, brand new out here tripod that I'm going to use for the night vision camera. And here is a backpacker's tent. I'm going to try to carry this with me and set it up there. If I can get it set up before dark, I will. And if I get really tired and feel comfortable sleeping out there, I will. But I'll tell you what, folks, I'm not going to, if I don't feel comfortable sleeping out there, I'm not going to. We'll just hump it back across the desert. It's 2 miles there, it's 2 miles back. So, you know, like I said, if I have to, I'm just going to hump all this crap right back here, but I do at least want to set up the game cam and this night vision camera and let them, you know, record while we're up on top of the beast and see what may be walking around in the valley below. Okay, so that's all the extra gear that I have with me tonight. And you can see the bag with the night vision stuff and everything else. I'm gonna lug this out there. We've got 2 miles from here to the mouth of Picture Canyon. Once we get to Picture Canyon, I'm gonna set up the game cam. I'm gonna climb up the beast. There's an overlook on the beast. I'd call it kind of a ambush point. That's where I'm gonna set up the night vision camera, night vision binocular. I'm gonna have it pointed at one entrance of the Picture Canyon. Camera's gonna be pointed at the other. We're gonna climb up the beast and just camp out at the top. If I can stay up there tonight, I will. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay as long as I can, and we're gonna find out once and for all, is there anything roaming Picture Canyon when I'm up there on top of the beast? I do have a little bit extra firepower this time, probably overkill, but you know, hey, we're out there, Picture Canyon, 2 miles from my vehicle. I'd rather have it not need it than even not have it. So I got plenty of gear. Well, you may have noticed right now, I've got my tourniquet on the outside. The tourniquet I usually keep in the backpack, but I've got on the outside to save room. So this tourniquet carrier, I'm probably going to replace it with something else, something a little more practical, but for right now it'll work. This is my first aid kit. My Garmin satellite tracker is on, tracking me, And Woodchuck, as always, bless him for tracking me, is way out in Texas, keeping an eye on me to make sure I'm safe. I don't know how late he'll be on me tonight, but if not, I can always call for rescue with the Garmin. That's about it, folks. That's your briefing for this evening. If you're ready, let's head on this mission and see if we can hunt the night beast to Picture Canyon. All right, we got about 2 miles to go to the mouth of Picture Canyon. I've got a lot of extra weight. This tent and tripod and this backpack full of night vision gear is a lot more weight than I'm used to carrying. So it's also been a long time since we've been to Picture Canyon, but I do try to stay in shape every day, so I'm hoping that'll make a difference. I'm just gonna take my time. It is 5:26 p.m. In fact, let's start the clock. I'll probably shut off the clock once we get to Picture Canyon, since we're gonna be stationary for quite a while up there. And I wanna try to maintain as much radio silence as I can, not make noise, or light if I can. Noise, light discipline. If there is anything out there that we catch on film, I don't want to spook it, so hopefully we'll catch whatever's out there on film. It's a little windy today in the desert. Like I said, I'm carrying a lot of extra gear. I feel rusty and out of shape because I haven't been out here for a long time. I mean, I've been hiking and I do work out every single day, 2 miles a day. But it's later in the day and I'm just feeling a little tired. But other than that, I'm okay. I got decent sleep last night, and you know, we'll head out there, see if we can set up the tent, we will. But it really depends on if I can get to the top of the beast before dark and get it set up. If not, I'll lug all this crap back right out of here and we'll leave tonight. Only problem with that is we're gonna come 2 miles through this open desert in the dark, and snakes are an issue. I've got several extra flashlights and some optimal settings for the GoPro, so it should record night a little bit better this time. But I only have so many batteries, so I'm hoping not to run out, and I don't want to come through this open desert in the dark. This is probably my 15th time or more heading into Picture Canyon. Kenny Veach said he'd been out there, I think 2 times before his last hike, maybe 3 times. So it's safe to say that I know Picture Canyon probably better than he does. But there's still so many mysteries out there. What I don't like is this long, dull 2-mile hike through the open desert, through rough terrain. It's just really kind of a dull, monotonous hike. And, you know, it kind of wears on you. And it was mostly uphill. Coming back isn't too bad. But heading out there is just kind of a drag. So just get over with. Once we get to Picture Canyon, wind should be a minimal. I'm gonna hike towards the first narrow part, set up the game cam there. Then we'll come back to the beast, climb the beast. I'll probably set the, depending how dark it is, I may set the tent up first. Then I'm gonna set up this night vision camera. Now the game cam has got batteries, so that'll last all night, no problem. It's designed to just sit there and have something trigger it. The night vision camera only records continuously. Keep thinking I'm hearing something. The night vision camera only records continuously, so that's got a 5,000 mAh battery. Don't know how long it'll last, so I'm hoping to set that up right when it gets dark and just let it record. Maybe we'll get lucky and catch something on video. We'll see. Game cam's probably our best bet. That's why I'm gonna set that up deep in Picture Canyon. The only thing is, we come back tonight, gotta come down the beast in the dark, which will be dangerous. And we've gotta head deep into Picture Canyon at night in the dark to retrieve that game cam. I swear, I just keep thinking I'm hearing something. Laughing or animal noise or something, or maybe it's just my imagination. Too early to get delirious. Now it's the end of May. Look around. See any desert blooms? I don't. That's because there aren't any. It was a very dry winter. So there isn't a lot of desert blooms that you would usually see out here. So a lot of the yucca fruits or flowers that you normally see, if they did appear earlier in the season, they're gone now. It just wasn't a whole lot of rain or wetness this season, so it just happens like that sometimes. All right, so we'll have to climb this hill, and once we get to the top, it should be level ground, but kind of an uphill, whatever you call it. It'll be uphill, but it'll be mostly level. So we just got to get up this steep part real quick. Now, if you think walking the desert, full gear, in the hot sun, is hard, try doing it uphill carrying all this crap. It's not fun. I'm just kind of taking it slow, slogging uphill, getting winded, but we'll make it. Well, we made it up the hill, quarter mile from the truck. And of course, this is the point where I can't remember if I locked the truck or not. Hopefully I did. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't remember. Being at 5:30 p.m., there's an excellent chance that absolutely nobody will be out there tonight. So we'll keep going. It's really windy right now, so this mic I have is good at filtering out wind noise. Hopefully it's working for you. Keep sounding to people, hearing people talking out there off in the distance. It's my goddamn imagination, like voices. Oh my gosh. Oh, my back's sweaty. Other than that, I'm doing okay. Making progress. Picture Canyon just over a mile. Slow progress. So far, not much signs of life out here. A lizard or two, maybe. That's about it. Other than that, it's a barren wasteland. But at night, it's a very different story. Night's when all the predators come out. Coyote, bobcat, rattlesnake, tarantula, maybe even mountain lion. So we'll see. Just over half a mile, folks. Sun's going down, sets in the west, and Picture Canyon's getting closer. I keep hearing strange noises out there. I don't know if it's my gear, my imagination, or something else. But a whole lot of nothing as far as the eye can see. Now, once you get into Picture Canyon, I'm sorry, if you hear something on video, let me know, because I keep swearing I'm hearing something like a dog bark or something. I don't know what it is. And it's out there somewhere. If you hear it, comment below. Might be my imagination hearing things out here. Anyway, Picture Canyon, once we get in there, as long as we get set up before dark, we'll be in good shape. I got to get that game cam set up, and the tent set up, and then just before dark, we'll go halfway down the beast, back down the beast, and set up the night vision camera. Climb back up at the beast and hang up at the base camp at the top, which is a kind of plateau I saw a long time ago on a couple of hikes that I thought would be an epic spot to camp, and I feel fairly safe there. In fact, I was set up there during the Night Beast video, if you've seen the Night Beast. This is going to be kind of like the Night Beast video, but we've got more electronics to monitor this area out there. And, you know, like I said, I'll try to stay out overnight. We'll see. I'm not going to promise anything. That's why I've got the tent, just in case. If it gets too creepy out there, or I can't get the tent set up properly, or I just don't feel safe, screw it. I'll make this 2-mile hike all the way back in the dark. Because there ain't nothing wrong in sleeping in your own bed instead of out in the middle of the woods. Out on the clock, we did just pass the 1 mile mark, 32 minutes. Came to the truck, is beyond those hills. It's windy. It's a long, dull, strenuous hike, but one thing's for sure, you put one foot in front of the other and you're gonna get where you're going. And that going is Picture Canyon, which is right up there. So shouldn't be much wind once we get into Picture Canyon, and the beast shouldn't be too bad climbing up it. We just got to get all the way to the first narrow opening, set up the game cam, and then climb the beast and set up camp up top at that little plateau up there, which I think I see from here, but at any rate, it's a nice little plateau up there. Should hopefully catch an epic sunset and be a nice place of tactical advantage, so we can either set up for a few hours or even camp up there if I can get this tent set up properly. I'm getting tired, but we're making progress. Mile and a quarter so far, and there's Picture Canyon. We're almost there. We're gonna keep on going and get set up to see if these equipment we have can capture anything alive inside there tonight after dark. Not really intimidated by it now because it's light. But once the darkness comes, it's a very different place out here. Now it's windy, but I expect the winds to die down once the sun goes down. So we'll see how it is. But I have been out here before in the dark. Not as creepy as Joe May Canyon, but it's still creepy being in Picture Canyon in the dark. So, well, what are we gonna do? We're in there. We'll be stuck after dark, only one way out. So we either stay up there and hunker down or begin the trek out of here after dark. And honestly, I haven't decided which one of those options I'm gonna take yet. Let's keep going. Almost a mile and a half. Essentially, to Picture Canyon, I can see the plateau right up there. It doesn't look that far, but believe me, it takes a lot to get there. Sun's going down. So I gotta pick up my gear that I keep dropping. Sorry, just getting a little tired carrying all this gear, walking a mile and a half across the open desert. But over there is Picture Canyon. And just trying to get out here before the sun goes down and get set up, and then if we can get out there as the sun goes down to the camping spot, we'll be in good shape. If we get this tent set up, we'll be even in better shape. So we'll see. Pretty sure, looks like kind of a well-worn path. I think this is the way I usually go here, but I'm not sure. Hard to say. But we're definitely getting close to Picture Canyon. All right, folks. 1.47 miles the clock. Mile and a half on the clock. And I believe we arrived. Picture Canyon. Our source, our destination for tonight's adventure. Picture Canyon at night. Mile and a half each way. That's not too bad, is it? Yeah, it's strenuous. Let's make our way down this hill, and then we'll proceed to the mouth of the canyon. It's always a challenge. I don't want to lose my balance and slide on my butt all the way down the hill. Try to be as agile as I can, carrying all this gear. That's why you gotta have good boots with good soles to kind of grip this loose rock crap. Now, as you could see footprints, people have been out here. Jeff Claw's been out here now for a while, I believe. Jay Chuck, I think he's somewhere in China right now, but he's been out here many, many times. And kind of a newer addition to the Kenny Veach Search Club is Driven X Adventures. He's been out here a couple of times as well. And that's just the ones I know of. But very few people come out here, but you can see evidence of people out here, as in the footprints. And animals, look around, there's nothing. But at night when the sun goes down, it's a very different story. So we'll see. We'll see. Keep going. Like I said, we should be able to get up to that little plateau before sunset. And if we can, then we'll try to set up this tent. Kind of rather not set up in the dark though. Smell kind of a musty animal smell, like a donkey or something. Could be a bighorn sheep in the area. As always, if you see something in the videos that I don't, please call it out in the comments. I'm out here trying to walk and survive, not look around, so that's your job. These are much your videos as mine, so keep your eyes open for anything I may miss. Many eagle-eyed viewers have caught things in my videos that I never even noticed. The wind is coming from inside Picture Canyon, and I do smell kind of a musty smell. That could be a large animal or something. Hard to say. Let's keep on going. All right, heading in Picture Canyon. I've seen this huge boulder, this kind of almost car-sized boulder, and I think it fell off the mountain up there. Probably natural. Could be earthquake. I don't know, but looks like it fell from up there. There's more up here, more boulders that have fallen down. Now, Picture Canyon always gives me the creeps. Always gives me creeps during the day, and especially gives me creeps at night. And believe me, I'm asking myself, what the hell am I doing out here? I don't even know. Man, things I do for you guys. Have you subscribed yet? Seriously, I'm out here for you guys. Hit that frickin' subscribe button, please. I'm out here doing this stuff for you. All right, here's some, maybe a bighorn sheep pellets, I don't know. This wind blowing is coming from up there. It may cover our scent, so if there's any animals, it's possible to walk up on them. Let's proceed into Picture Canyon. All right. I'm seeing a lot more pellets here. Bighorn sheep, possibly. And that musty smell may very well be a sheep. And it's possible with the wind blowing, we could come on them. So keep our eyes peeled. Try to keep the talking to a minimum. Those pellets are fresh. I knew I smelled an animal. There's more. He's close. He's close. Anything? So far, nothing. Something big flying up there. I saw the shadow of a wing. Large bird. That could have been the winged demon. Very large bird flying up there. Just saw the shadow wings. There's a roost up there. Or right here, rather. We have a large bird roost up there at night. We may find out tonight. I did see the shadow of something very large flying up there. I don't believe in this winged demon that people have been talking about. I think it's probably a large bird they're seeing. But it's just one of the legends of this area. Okay. All right. Folks, welcome to Picture Canyon. Folks, for those of you new to the channel, may I introduce you to the beast. That is the only way to get to the top of these cliffs. And somewhere up there is a little mini plateau. I'll point the Night Vision camera down into this valley, and then all the way at the top is another plateau, and that's where we're going to kind of set up camp. But first, I'd like to come in here and set up the game cam. Okay, anywhere between here and the narrowing of Picture Canyon is where we're going to set up the game cam. Yeah, there's some birds up there. It's got to be the shadow that I saw. That's no winged demons, just hawks or crows or something up there. All right. I was going to go all the way down there to set the game cam up, but honestly, folks, I think right here is a perfect spot because we're going to be on top of the beast up there, and anything coming this direction, the game cam should get it. Anything coming that direction, our night vision camera should get them. So let me check out the backpack and set it up. All right, we're gonna take off all this gear. And you know what? I'm just taking this off because that's where the game cam is. Guess we don't have to take off all our gear. Good. All right. And here we go. Game cam. All right, where am I going to set it up? Pointing, yeah, right out there. I'm going to open up and turn it on. All right, game cam is on. I believe I've already set the settings, so I'm just going to put it right here in the rock. Right there. And that should hopefully get anything coming or going. Hopefully should have just got me. Now, putting the game cam here will make it nice and easy because we come back, we'll be coming back down the beast. I'll simply walk up here, grab the game cam, put it in the bag, and hightail it on out of here. Assuming we're leaving it tonight. Otherwise, that's as good a place as any. I think it's gonna, yeah, anything coming down this path right down there, it'll get. So that should be a good spot for it. All right, game cam is set up. For those of you asking why, just leave it out here where you can't. You're not supposed to leave game cams out here. And I could hide it, but what if somebody finds it and takes it? So yeah, I could camouflage a game cam out here, and that might even be a good idea, but it also means I need to make another trip all the way out here just to get the game cam, and it's a strenuous trip. So it'd be interesting to leave it out here, but you know, it is what it is. Now, without further ado, let's climb the beast. Ah, the beast. Our old nemesis, our arch enemy. We've climbed this beast many times, and I call it a beast because, look, it's a beast of a hill. It's almost vertical. There's some coyote poop. I'm going to set the night vision cam. It's a night vision binocular is what it is. And it doesn't work for crap, but what it does do is it'll focus on a point off at a distance. So I think I'm going to probably, maybe this rock here. I'll take a look at that rock and see if that'll work. If not, maybe, yeah, probably this rock right here. Because you want to get close enough so the infrared lights up the canyon area. And I'll at least set the tripod up on the rock, and I'll come back down after the tent is set up and turn it on and just let it sit. And then I'll meander back up the beast, sit at the camp, and well, if we decide to stay out here, we'll just let it run all night. And if we don't, then we'll get it before we leave. But anyway, we'll get at least, hopefully, an hour or so, or more, minimum an hour of footage watching the mouth of Picture Canyon, and then game cam watching over there, which is exactly what I had planned. So yeah, let's do it. All right. Climbing the beast is never easy. Climbing the beast with your hands full is even harder. Fortunately, my boots are getting good traction on this rock. And I can't see because the sun's in my eye, but I think it's up over here. Over here, where I'll set up the tripod and the camera, and I'll just come down after dark and turn it on. I'm not gonna turn it on now because that'll just waste the battery. It doesn't have an unlimited battery. I'm trying to see because the sun's in my eyes. Oh my gosh, okay. Climbing the beast on a Saturday night. Come to Las Vegas on a Saturday, go downtown, party, have a good time. Not me, no. Might have a good time. Please. Climbing rocks in Picture Canyon. Oh man. All right. This should be a good spot. Set the tripod. I'll show you in just a minute, but you can't see the sun, but there's a huge open area, the Picture Canyon right down there. And here's the roost where that bird usually flies. So anything coming in Picture Canyon from there, we'll be able to see. I'm gonna leave the bag here and the tripod. That's just some accessories that I'll put in the bag so they don't get lost. And it's just a cheap Amazon tripod, but it works very well. Tested it the other night. Okay, unlatch this. Remember, if we don't stay here tonight, we're going to have to come back and pack all this stuff up in the dark. Okay. The tripod. Looks good. Level. I think that's okay, I'm not sure. I want to make sure it's really, really level. And wind or whatever else isn't going to knock it down like there. See, that's not really that level. I think that's good enough. Put the night vision camera. Just take the bag off. This really is nothing more than Night Vision Binocular from Amazon. So I'm not going to turn it on right now, but I'm going to leave it here and set it up. I'll bring the bag with me. Now, it's got a viewfinder here, which I don't want to have lit up, so I bought this foil. I'm going to cover it with foil and cover the viewfinder so we can maintain our light discipline. So set this up like this. Okay. And now that it's set up, I'm going to turn on. And I just want to try to aim it. Make sure that I can get a good clear field of view. Damn near impossible with the sun in my eyes. Tell you what, that's not going to work. These freaking bushes in the way. Maybe one or two options. Well, I can just chop the bushes down, but I'm going to try to make it easy and just put it right over here where there is no bushes in the way. Yeah, right like that. All right. Let's see if I can see. Almost impossible to see through this thing during the day. It's set up, and it's a little rickety, so if it's really windy, it probably wouldn't work. But I think for right now, it's going to work, and it's perfect. It's got a clear field of view down there to Picture Canyon, so anything coming in, it should catch it. And I also, which I won't show you right now because it's in the bag, I don't want to forget my sandwich. I have an infrared light that I'm going to try to rig up here somehow, pointing down into the canyon. So let me just twist this around there, just so it's not flapping in the wind. And I'll put that case right down there. All right, good enough. We got night vision there that we'll turn on as soon as the sun goes down. And over there, we got the game cam. So we got both ends of Picture Canyon covered. Anything comes to any end of the beast when we're up there, hopefully we'll catch it on video. And if it comes from on top of the beast, well, let's just hope it doesn't sneak up on us. Let's get that tent down there and start climbing the beast. Just to show you real quick, before the sun goes down, and if you can see real quick, I'll try to filter out the sun a little. Well, maybe you could see, filter the sun a little bit. Yeah, there we go. You could see the cam right there. It's aimed at the entrance Picture Canyon. Anything kind of comes in, we're going to catch on video. Hopefully, as long as that battery doesn't run out. And as long as we don't get a big gust of wind to blow this over. So that's it. And the game cam's over there on the rock. And that's it. Let's grab the tent and proceed up Picture Canyon and see if we can get this bad boy set up. All right, folks. I was willing to nickname this the Beast because it is a beast of a climb, as you can see. It's near vertical. It's all rocks. And it's just such a challenge to climb up here. And once we get this tent set up and possibly have some dinner, we have to come back down to that camera, turn it on, and come back up here at night. And if we don't camp here, we're gonna come back down and out of Picture Canyon. But it's a challenge climbing this bad boy. Especially carrying a tent and a GoPro. Okay. But I do think I've got a really good chance of getting up here at sunset. Saturday night in Las Vegas. Great day to climb the beast. Oh my gosh. The nut where we need to go is up there. Making progress. We're climbing. You gotta be careful, respect the beast, because one wrong move and it's all over. Okay. Okay. A hawk, a bird, or the winged demon of Picture Canyon. You be the judge. What goes on down there at night? You may just find out this evening. Just want to get up this beast and relax. Just trying to find some good footing for climbing this bad boy.
Oh my gosh, I almost lost my balance. Okay. 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 Think about climbing the beast, it's very slow going. You just gotta watch your step. I do have my gloves on, and yes, these are brand new gloves. Remember that last video, Mysterious Cave, and I grabbed some of that ground ivy, couldn't get out my gloves. Still can't get out my gloves, that's why I bought brand new ones. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. Halfway up the beast, and we've come across a small cave there. It goes in about 6 feet or so, if you could see that. It's just spider webs. We could probably clear it out, and that would actually make a good shelter tonight to hunker down in. Actually make a damn good shelter. But the only thing is you're cornered like an animal in there if something happens. So I'm not gonna camp in there. We got a tent. We just gotta get up this doggone beast. Just call it the beast for a reason. I'm just looking for secure footing so I don't fall. Now, once it starts getting dark and I come down to turn that camera on, it should be a little bit easier. I'm not gonna have the second bag full of gear. I'm not gonna have the tent that's just extra weight. And I may leave my backpack up there and just zip down the beast real quick, turn the camera on, and zip back up. And we'll stay up there for, my goal is 1 or 2 hours. If I could stay up there all night, if I feel comfortable doing it, I will. Now those of you that camp all the time say, I just camp out there, it's no big deal. Well, maybe it isn't. But you're not here, I am. And I've seen some strange things out here. Where did they get Picture Canyon? Do you see up on the hill? Look at that perfect M. Can you see it? Not a cave, it's just an M marking. Wonder if Kenny Veach somehow came out here and saw that M and made up the M cave story, who knows. But at any rate, now right there, some of you said, oh, there's an M cave, there's an M cave. I can tell you right now, that one there is about 2 feet high and it doesn't even go in. From a distance, the shadows make it look like an M, but I'm looking at it right now and it does not go in. It's just an indentation, not even a cave. So it's not an M cave. And plus, even if it was, it's only about 1.5 feet high. Let's keep climbing this beast, because we're not going to get the top just jibber-jabbering around. Now make no mistake, the beast is a beast, but I've climbed far worse. And I believe that plateau is just right here. All right. The little plateau we're going to set the tent up is just right there. But I want to come take a look over here real quick. Get a better look at our friend, the beast. Ah, the beast. A strenuous climb to lead to the cliffs over Picture Canyon. Hoisting ourselves up using leg muscles. The jagged rocks, so our boots are getting great grip. And yeah, here we go, friends. This is the plateau. This is it. If that's not breathtaking, my friends, I don't know what is. Look at that. Oh, yes. I could see the truck out there. It is straight out that direction. But the sun's going down. We're here at an ideal time. 7 p.m. I did shut off the clock, the tracker, because we reached our destination. And this is it. So now it's just a matter of finding a flat area to set up the tent. Maybe right here. I'll make sure I'm not laying on a rock or anything. Yeah, right here might, well, could be an anthill there. You don't want to put a tent on an anthill. Looking around. Now, if I wasn't going to set up a tent, this might be a nice place just to chill out. Which honestly was, it crossed my mind. Don't bring a tent, just kind of lay down here and fall asleep. And as long as something doesn't crawl these rocks, that we don't turn over and fall down the hill, this would actually be a perfect place because anything coming up there, you can hear them. So this place has definitely got the tactical advantage. Would you agree? This little plateau here. You didn't come to see me just lay up against some rocks. Let's get this tent set up. Find a nice flat area for it and get it set up. And I'm thinking, right over there, here, I'm just not sure. Maybe right here. All right, let's do this. I got my gear right there. What I'm trying to do is going to clear a flat area here to set the tent up. These rocks are coming up pretty easy. So I'm just moving the big ones. Anything that might be uncomfortable to lay on. Not that laying on the ground is any more comfortable, it's not. I just want a flat area as possible without any big rocks. All right, I think that might do it. Okay, yeah, right about here, I guess. And that needs to go too. Small rocks aren't a big deal, so right here is where I want to set it up. Sun is going down, as you can see. So I'm gonna try to get this done as quickly as possible. It's been a few years since I had this set up, so I can't be 100% sure that it's that everything is here. Adjust this. All right. One of these is the tent and one is the rain fly, and I think this is the rain fly, which you might not even need. All right. Yeah, perfect. Now, let's just see. In fact, I don't think I'm going to put the rain fly on. I want to be able to see what's out there. Well, maybe I don't want to see what's out there, but at any rate, fold this up. I'll just redo it when I get home. Try to make it as neat as possible so I can pack it out of here without too much trouble. Okay, here's the tent posts. Should have some tent stakes in here too. And like I said, this could be a wasted effort. I just want to make sure. Who the hell tied this last? A freaking knot that I can't easily get undone. Fine me. Anyway, I don't think we need to untie it anyway. Yeah, there's more tent stakes, holes. Something's broken here. That's not a good sign. All right, now see, I told you I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to stay out here because I got to make sure this thing's going to go together in the first place. It's not a top quality tent, but I have had it together a couple of times, and it does work. This stretchy material is supposed to go back inside. It's not going back in. See if I can wad it in there, if that'll work. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Now, there should be two of these, one for each end. That one's there. Here's the other one, and this is, from what I could see, it looks like it might be broken, splintered. And I don't know if I can use it like that. It's a good chance I can't. See, this is split in two right there. Oh, that went in, splintered or not. So the question is it going to work even though it's broken? And this is what I wanted to see. Yeah, two different lengths. So this, I believe, is the end over here. And this is the entrance, because it's the long one. And somehow there should be a way. Yeah, here. Making progress. All right, folks, we got a tent. We did it. We set up a tent. It's working. I'm gonna put the finishing touches on it. We'll check back in a little bit. That like a picture canyon sunset is there. It's beautiful out there. Mile out there with my truck. Probably 3 miles or more, maybe even 5 miles is the road. And 30 minutes drive that way, 30, 40 minutes drive that way is downtown Las Vegas, which you can't see because the Sheep Range Mountains are in the middle of them. These are the mountains where Kenny Veach disappeared about 10, 11 years ago, these strange mountains. He did a hike around here. And we've been out here many times. This is, of course, the Beast. We call it the Beast because it's a strenuous climb, and you need to climb this to get to cliffs above Picture Canyon, which we are. This is Picture Canyon. There's something different about this trip. You may notice the sun is not out like it usually is. It's setting in the west. And we're gonna do a little camping tonight. I've got the tent set up. I opted to leave the rain fly off. I don't think it's gonna rain here. Pretty much just a bug net there, but it's actually a 2-person backpacker's tent. We packed it out here, we carried it out here, and it's the Seguro Bivy shelter tent, whatever. I think we can see it right there. Sleeps 2. Tonight I sleep in 1, and that's it. I don't have a sleeping bag. It's not going to be cold. It'll break the wind a little bit, and my plan is to use this backpack as a pillow and just kind of lay here. It's going to be an uncomfortable night, I get it. And I'm going to see what it's like here after dark. If it's super creepy, if I'm hearing weird noises and shit, if anything weird happens, I may pack this up and leave at night. But if I do, that's a 1.5 mile walk that way. Otherwise, Picture Canyon, we've got a game cam set up down there. I'm about to head down as soon as the sun goes down and turn on our Night Vision Binoculars that's aimed at the entrance to Picture Canyon. So hopefully, lay low up here, we'll see exactly what happens to Picture Canyon at night. That's what you're up and waiting for, isn't it? What a day, what a day. What a view, what a view. Tent is set up. I think I'm going to try to stay here tonight. I don't know how well it's going to work, and like I said, if it really is super creepy or something, I may get out of here, but I'm going to give it a shot. And I'll just crawl in the tent and lay down there, and, you go to sleep around 10:30 or so, and it's 7:46 right now, so got some time. I'm going to eat. Dinner is going to be a New York deli sub, half sub from Walmart, and that was a message coming in. I've got 2 bars of 5G up here, so Woodchuck is tracking me. I've got the Garmin, but like I said, 2 bars of 5G. So that is the highway down there. That's Indian Springs. That's the prisons out there, Cold Creek, and out there is military area.
But for right now, it's a beautiful view. The weather's perfect, absolutely perfect. Memorial Day weekend. And our home for the night, just above the beast. And yeah, let's do it. Let's eat. All right, time to eat the sandwich. So I've got mustard and mayo. Some of you may ask, why don't you make a campfire? Why don't you bring some canned foods or, you know, a sleeping bag and all this other stuff? And well, anything I carry out here, I've got to pack out here. And you saw how difficult it was carrying just this amount of stuff here. So I've got a sandwich, I've got snacks, I've got Cliff Bars, thanks to one of our viewers for giving me a case. You know who you are. And I've also got freeze-dried food, beef stew, if I get really hungry. But yeah, we're good to go tonight. So it's just eating our sandwich and turning on that, heading back down the beach, turn on that camera and coming back up and chilling out for the night. And that's it.
You can't comprehend the solitude and the peace of just eating a sandwich on a cliff where you could see for miles and miles and watching the sunset. It's dead silent. There's no wind. There's no people. There's nothing. It's just pure solitude. This is probably the best meal I've ever had. One of the best ones. And it's just amazing. Don't know what it's going to be like after dark, but right now things are pretty mellow. And I hope they stay that way. So I'm going to eat, and like I said, once it starts getting dark, I'm going to turn the night vision camera on. I'll just leave it on all night till the battery dies. Hopefully we'll catch something. The game cam is already working, so we'll see. But I don't want to talk. I'm hungry. I want to eat.
It's not pitch black, but it's time to begin night operations. Sun's gone down. You can see the, I don't know if you can see out there, but that's two prisons, state prisons. That's Cold Creek, and then Creech Air Force Base out there. What I have here is an infrared flashlight, and I'm going to use this along with the infrared night vision camera that we have. Camp is set up. This is our mountain tonight. There's Picture Canyon, mythical Picture Canyon. Hopefully, things will be fine tonight. I'm gonna try to stay out here. I'm already set up. I'm gonna try to do it. I don't know what I'm gonna encounter out here. It is a little creepy. I'm a little intimidated. I am very much alone, and it's a 1.5 mile walk back to the truck. That's after you navigate the beast. So we're pretty much stuck out here. So by myself, which is why I have a little bit extra firepower tonight. I do have the Glock 19 with at least 50 rounds of ammo, and if I need more than that, then I'm probably going to be in deep trouble. But I don't expect to even use it at all, but who knows. It's just a little bit of insurance policy, a little bit of comfort. But for right now, let's not jibber jabber. Let's get back on the beast, turn this night vision camera on. I don't know how long the battery's going to last, but it should start working now, and I'm just gonna let it run until the battery drains. That game cam's down there, it's on, it's working. Hopefully it'll catch something. We'll check in the morning. So sun comes up around 5:30 or so, so we'll just head home and take a nap after we get up and get out of here. So for right now, let's put on the gloves and get down the beast. You thought the beast was dangerous during the day? Imagine traversing it at night. I was just attacked by something flying, either a large insect or a bat. It just buzzed me really quick. Trying to avoid falling, just navigating the terrain. And the GoPro, as awesome as a device that it is, doesn't record video very well at night, but the iPhone does. So my question is this: Apple, why don't you come up with a tiny action cam, basically an iPhone with everything except everything the iPhone has, just a camera, and corner the market on action cams? Because clearly, Apple, you know how to do night vision recording. GoPro just struggles with it. So yes, I'm holding my phone and recording as I'm traversing the beast. So not going to be as clear quality, not going to have your image stabilization, but it works and you can see what I see. You need to see what I see and see how dangerous this is at night. Oh, shoot. All right, enough recording. We're almost to where that camera is. Just hit my elbow on a rock right here. Dang it, I know you can't see, but trust me. I need to get down in that night vision camera, turn it on, and then come back up to the cliffs of Picture Canyon where we set up the tent. Okay, there's the night vision camera. Now we need to get there and turn it on. All right, I've got the night vision camera set up.
I did tape a infrared light on top of it. It is aimed right down there. So hopefully it'll pick up something right along that path coming in. The game cam is over there. And that's about it. We're gonna pick up the GoPro and head back up the beast. Climbing the beast at night with nothing but a small flashlight. If this isn't dangerous, I don't know what is. I had to stop and catch my breath here. My heart rate's too high. I almost slipped. This is freaking dangerous. It's dangerous. Doing the best I can to use a light with the GoPro. But the GoPro's just not that great at night. But I can assure you this climb is tough during the day. It's even tougher at night. Good thing is we just keep going up and we'll get there. Big giant spider right here. Is that the Beast of Picture Canyon? I don't know. I'm staying away from him anyway. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yes. All right, folks, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh. It's so dangerous. Oh my gosh. We're making progress, we're getting closer. Okay. Okay. Foot here. Let's get some better footing. Lift yourself up. Right over there. Okay. 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 Almost there. Back to the camp. Oh my God. What a freaking climb. Here's the tent. I know you can't see nothing. I'll break out the night sun and you'll really be able to see. Give me a second here. No. Come on, night sun. This is the Fenix LR35R 10,000 lumen flashlight. And we're just gonna do a quick walk around here. You can see it's nighttime. There's the beast in all its glory. That is Picture Canyon down there. I've got a game cam, a night vision camera, which doesn't work for crap and I don't expect it to catch anything, but the game cam might. And this is our base camp. So here's our tent. We'll be sleeping here tonight. I'm a little nervous about it. And down here's a cliff that you could see all the way down there. I don't know if you could see out there miles away, but I'm gonna shut this off right now. And it's dark, I know you can't see anything, but if there is anybody out there, I didn't want to give away my location. I see some orange lights off in the distance there. Maybe you see them, maybe you don't. And that is probably a camper. And they may have seen this light. I would say it's slim to none that a person will walk out here at night in the dark. And if they do, we'll see them a mile away. The truck is a mile and a half that way. And it's not that bad right here. I'm gonna give it a shot sleeping out here. The problem is at night, all these shadows look like a person or an animal or a beast. So you see a rock off in the distance. Is it a rock or is it a person or is it a beast? I don't know. I'm a little nervous about being out here alone. I do have a firearm, which has a light on it. And just to test it out, the light does work very well if I need to. So that is about it. Night sun will be at hand. I have the other small flashlight and yeah, we'll check back in just a few moments with some light. Like I said, I'm just gonna walk around here. I'm gonna use this to put our stuff inside the tent. So let's unzip it. Boonie hat, sheath for the infrared flashlight. Got another flashlight in there. Tourniquet for our first aid, we'll put it right there for now. Gloves, put the gloves inside here. Extra flashlight, I'll put it right there. Night sun, I'm going to keep this close at hand. I'm going to put that right there. And in just a moment, we're going to crawl inside the tent. You know what, let me go ahead and take off the backpack right now. Ugh. And we'll put the backpack inside the tent. Because this is where we're going to be sleeping, resting, whatever. Not actually inside the tent. I'm going to keep it zipped so bugs don't get in. All right. Phone. Where I put my damn phone? It's right over there. Okay, good. Now, the light mod on the GoPro, as you can see, does work pretty well for close distances. So it might make sense for me to just get a couple of them for things like this when I'm out night hiking. Which I don't come out very often because I'm tough. You know I'm tough. I'm tough as they come. But at the end of the day, I value a nice warm bed. I value comfort of my own place. Not sleeping out in the woods. But you know what? This is me. This is who I am. And I have an obligation to come out here and at least try it once. Tonight's that night. Why am I doing it? Frankly, I'm just too damn tired to pack everything up and hike all the way back to the truck. I'm going to try to rest here and get some shut-eye. Sun should be up 4:35, 5-ish. The sun should be up. And then we can start packing up out of here. But that's about it. It's our little campsite up here. Hopefully it'll be an uneventful night. All right, we're inside the tent. I'm gonna try to get some rest. I can't freaking believe I'm doing this. My backpack's gonna be on my pillow. I've got no blanket or anything, but it's not really that cold, so I'm just gonna try to use this as a pillow and just lay here. I'll loosen up my boots, but I don't want to take them off in case I need to get out in a hurry. 9:09 p.m. Desert National Wildlife Refuge, and we're doing this. All right, that's about it. I think I'm gonna leave my boots on. It's not gonna kill me to leave them on for the rest of the night. I just want to be ready in case I gotta get out of here in a hurry. But yeah, I got all my stuff here and ready for bed, and I think that's about it. All right, it's 9:42, and I've just been resting here. Been really cold. The wind's kicking up a little, so I don't have a blanket. I have the emergency blanket. The tent is providing a little bit of shield from the wind, but what I do have is a rain fly. Let's see. Now, I got that emergency poncho, I guess, but it's kind of metallic and crinkles, and I don't want to make a lot of noise all night rolling around a piece of metal. It's an emergency. So I'll just see if I can use this rain fly as a blanket. Keep warm a little bit. And that's it. Back to bed. All right, I can't sleep. It's I think it's almost 11 p.m. The wind's picking up. It's really windy up here, and it's cold, and it's just really difficult to sleep. So I think it's not going to be too much effort to pack it up and head out of here. It's just, like I said, it's kind of really on the hard ground here with the wind blowing. It's difficult just to relax. I'm going to end up staying up half the night here just but I think it's not going to be too much effort to pack this tent up and head out of here, and that's what I'm going to try to do. All right. Shit. Just a quick walk around. I've got the medium mod on, and the light shining. The wind's blowing. It's really cold on this mountaintop here right now. It was almost 100 degrees today in the Las Vegas Valley, but up here it's just really cold, and I'm sleeping on the ground, and the wind is picked up, as you can hear probably through the mic. This is the GoPro mic, not the actual DJI mic, so you can hear the wind noise. Looking out at the beast out there, you can't see much, but I can see everything. And Yeah, it's just really uncomfortable and cold here, and I'm just having a hard time sleeping. And to be perfectly honest, I'm hearing a lot of weird noises too. I did hear some scratching outside the tent, and I can hear other noises like things walking or something, so I'm not sure what it is. But I just don't think I can relax out here. Maybe if there was another person, but it's just really difficult to relax right now. I'm shivering because it's really cold, because it was warm earlier today, but now it's got really cold out here at night. So I'm gonna try to pack this up and stay warm. I don't have a jacket. I didn't think it would get this cold out here, but as soon as I pack this up, we're gonna make our way down the beast, pick up our equipment, and head to the truck, and hopefully we could be home by maybe 1 a.m. I guess. So let's do this. All right, everyone. I packed up the tent. It's right there. You know what? Let me stop and use the remote DJI mic. All right, folks. I've got the night sun out. We have packed up the tent. It's right there. Pitch black darkness. I did pack everything up. Not a trace was left here other than footprints. All the tent stakes are pulled. It's windy and it's cold up here, and it's probably in the mid 60s, maybe even lower 60s. I didn't realize it would get this cold this late in the season. It's almost June. Excuse me, it's almost June, and I thought it would get pretty warm out here. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to grab this tent. It served us well. It will serve us well again. And honestly, if it wasn't cold and windy out here, I think we can do it. It would be much better with somebody else. But like I said, this is an ideal spot for camping. It's great. It's nice flat ground there. And it actually wasn't that uncomfortable. I dozed a little bit, and I used that rain fly to cover up. But ultimately, the wind kicked up, and it just got too cold. And I started hearing strange noises. Hearing like almost like a light breathing outside the tent. I heard some scratching that may have been the wind. I don't know what it was. And that's about it. But the good thing up here is probably nothing's going to come up these cliffs. They're sort of a bighorn sheep, and I don't doubt that's this typical path they would go. So any animal or anything coming up here would have to come this way, and it would make a crap ton of noise coming up here. Unlikely it would be a person. Bighorn sheep, coyote, or even mountain lion. Any snakes or insects wouldn't be able to get inside the tent. So I feel pretty safe here. But like I said, when you're cold, you can't sleep. And you can't sleep, you hear all sorts of weird noises. So because we were able to pack up so easy, we could be home in about an hour or two. I'm going to call it. And I think we can come out here during the summer when it's warmer and there's no wind, and hopefully even somebody else, Woodchuck, I'm talking to you, can come up here and spend the night out here and see what this place is really like. But we've got a few hours out here, and hopefully we're able to capture the game cam or the night vision cam captured something. So we'll see. The animals, whatever, wildlife had a few hours to walk through picture canyons. We'll see. At this point, I'm going to turn off the night sun and just use the regular flashlight to traverse the beast. And we're going to traverse the beast going down, pick up our equipment, pack up, and then make the 1.5-mile trek through the desert back to the truck. Traversing the beast during the day was tough. Tried doing it in the middle of the night in pitch black darkness. That's tough. And that's what we're doing. So I'm trying to do this as safely as possible, just watching my step, just like we would during the day. I've got the GoPro medium mod light and another flashlight shining out, so flooding the area with light. Oh shoot! Oh my god! I came really close to losing my step there. Holy jeez! That's the problem. When you're doing this at night, you really can't see where you're stepping. You got to be super careful. Oh my god, the beast at night. Okay. We have to take our time. We've gone down this once tonight. In the darkness, we'll do it again. Our legs are strong. I got a little bit of rest. Not much though. So, just be careful. Traversing the beast. hopefully I can remember exactly where that night vision, it's technically a night vision binocular, and honestly it doesn't work for crap. They're like 120 bucks on Amazon or 100 bucks or something, and it really doesn't work for crap. But it's better than nothing, so we'll have it set up, and if we're lucky it'll record something. And also the game cam, if we're lucky that'll record something, but it's entirely possible none of that got anything, because no guarantee animals will be through Picture Canyon at any given time. I think we should have gone further that way, but it's okay, I'll try to make it this way. It's just really rocky. Shit, I am gonna have to go up around. I'm just trying to go the easiest way. Yeah, I don't think we should have come up on this rock. Come over here and down there. Yeah. Okay. Shit. Oh, this is dangerous. I don't even remember which way we came. Shit. This almost straight down. Okay. I should be wearing my gloves, but I'm not. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is tough. Okay. Over here. This isn't my first time on the beast. So I know it's tough, but it's doable. You just gotta find the right path down. And it can be dangerous. Shit. And you can easily lose your balance like I almost did there. Okay. And of course I got a frickin' tent in my hand and the GoPro. And I'm gonna have to jump. Maybe. Okay. 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 Yes. Ooh. I just keep losing my balance here. You just really can't see where to put your foot very well at night. Okay. I'm gonna have to focus. Okay. I'm gonna shut off the camera and just focus on traversing this. I'm gonna leave the tent here while we get the night vision camera. And the good thing is, you might not see it, but I can see it. The light of the viewfinder showed me exactly where this thing was. And it had some foil. I don't know what happened to it, but at any rate, that's it. Down there. Did it get anything? No way to know. Not right now. So I'm gonna shut it off. Sorry. Okay. And I've got this infrared light taped on it that hopefully worked. I'm gonna shut that off too. And that I'm gonna put the light down and pack this up.
Okay, everybody. So the camera we had positioned at the beginning, or the entrance to Picture Canyon, was the I'm not sure how to pronounce it anyway. 5K night vision binoculars, 5,000 mAh rechargeable infrared binoculars with a 10 times digital zoom. Just a device that I got off Amazon. They're really not very quality device. It barely works, but if you put it on a tripod and mount it in a stationary position, it will capture one location, and it'll sit there and record. And this battery evidently will record up to 2 hours and 27 minutes, because that's how much video I got with this device. So what I did is I compressed the original video 15,000 times the original speed. So it means 2 hours and 27 minutes is now 1 minute. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this video, 1 minute. I didn't see anything on there. Maybe you will. And I will be posting the full-length video on the channel if you want to analyze the video, sights and sounds at normal speed. You're welcome to. You could scroll through it or sit there for all 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 27 minutes, watching for anything interesting that happened. I didn't see anything on the video. That's not to say you won't. However, there were some strange sounds. So I'm going to go ahead and play this right now, and you'll be able to see, like I said, 2 hours 27 minutes of video in about a minute.
All right, flashlight. Guess I don't need it. The media mod is pretty good, but I want to burn the media mod at full blast. Tripods picked up. All the trash has been picked up. There. Picture Canyon at night is a terrifying place, but when you're focused on doing a job and you're heavily armed, it's not hard to overcome your fear. All right, tent's right there. We're gonna grab this and head down and pick up the game cam. Once we get the game cam, we're gonna begin the trek out of Picture Canyon, across the open desert, towards the truck. All right, so got the tent, tripod, hands are full, ready to drop the GoPro at a moment's notice if we need to, draw our weapon, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary. There's nobody here. As far as wildlife, who knows? Most animals are pretty skittish. They see you coming, I can assure you they'll be as far away as possible. Okay, just trying to find a good place to put our foot. Come over here, then down this way. Okay. Alrighty. Shoot. A lot of brush here. I'm not quite sure where to put my foot. I just don't want to fall. Okay. Sometimes you gotta jump. Okay. Right here. Hopefully that night vision binocular recorded something. But honestly, I kind of doubt it. And that's fine. Shoot. Lost my balance there. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I think we're in, yeah, we're in Picture Canyon. See if this goes brighter. It does. All right. GoPro Media Mod in Picture Canyon at night. Let's put that there. See if we can grab the night sun for good measure. I can dig it out of my pocket. Okay. There we go. Night sun. The GoPro doesn't do it justice, but trust me, folks, this is a lot of light. Game cam should be up here on one of these rocks. I think I see it. Yeah. Did it record anything? I don't know. Let me get the light out and pack this bad boy up.
All right, so the trail cam is just a device I got off Amazon, kind of a low-cost device in case anything happens to it, but it does seem to work fine. So I did have the trail cam set up, and it was recording the entire time. Trail cam didn't get anything. However, I did have it set up to record a few seconds every 4 hours, so I do have 4 clips of video to show you. I didn't see anything in the videos. Maybe you will, but again, just because the trail cam didn't record something doesn't mean there wasn't animals or whatever else going through Picture Canyon. It just means they weren't going through during the time period when I had this camera set up. If I had it all set up for all night or a couple of days, maybe would have caught something. But let's take a look at the video, and you can have a look and see what goes on in Picture Canyon while I was up on the beast.
Okay, not as much light, but I am trying to conserve battery. Should have plenty of flashlights, but just in case. Game cam's packed up. I've got the tripod and the tent. That's deeper into Picture Canyon, pitch blackness. This is the way out. That's the beast. Now we're gonna begin departure of Picture Canyon, heading to the open desert. All right, I'm gonna stop recording. I'm just gonna use the light and try to hightail it out of here. But if I see or hear anything, I'll turn this GoPro on really quick. There's Picture Canyon. There's that big boulder we passed coming in. We're heading out in the open desert. There is there's a couple of them, but there's one up here, a hill we're gonna have to climb. Once we do that, it's more or less downhill the whole way, but there may be one or two other small hills. And I'm familiar with this area during the day, so at night it's not that big a deal because I kind of know where to go. This tripod is difficult to carry. I should have come up with a sling for it or something, but I think I got it now. I'll tell you what, Picture Canyon is creepy during the day. It's freaking scary at night. I'm glad to be out of there. Open desert, I feel a little bit safer, but in Picture Canyon out there, it's just freaking creepy. Now, on top of that mountain where I wasn't too bad, but like I said, the winds kicked up. If I had the rain fly on, maybe, and some cold weather gear that I packed out there, it might not be so bad, but I don't. I have my extreme hot weather gear on, and I was prepared for a hot weather hike and hot weather night. I didn't think there'd be cold and breezy at night. But when you're just laying there and your body temperature starts to lower, it's just, you can't get comfortable. You're just laying there and you've been basically laying there all night. You can't get comfortable. So, it does answer one question. Kenny Veach said, yeah, I slept on those mountaintops. Did Kenny Veach really sleep on those mountaintops? Did he sleep out here all these times that he said he did? I'll tell you what, folks, I've got my serious doubts. We've been out here. I was snoozing in that tent, and I had a hard time falling asleep. Now, maybe some people like coming out here and just sleeping, but it's not that comfortable. And if Kenny Veach says he's coming out here like November or whatever it is, bullshit. I just don't buy it that he climbed the top of Sheep Peak or whatever it was and said, oh yeah, I slept up there. I just don't see that happening. It's just not comfortable. I mean, who wouldn't want to sleep in a comfortable bed? It's cool to camp, but I mean, look, if you don't bring stuff for comfort, it's not that great. Maybe it was hot, and I could relax a little bit, or somebody else was there. But just by myself, and you start hearing noises and the wind's picking up, you just can't sleep. You end up laying there all night, just laying there. So what's the point of just laying there all night awake doing nothing? So fortunately, I didn't take off my clothes or shoes or anything like that. Kept them all on for just such a scenario. Packing up was relatively easy. And now we just got to hike 1.5 miles to the truck, and we're out of here. And that's it. This might even be the right trail. I'd be surprised if I found it at night. Okay. I know this hill is kind of rough during the day, so. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let me stop talking and just start focus on climbing. It's a little rough during the day, and it's really rough at night, but we did it. So now, about 1.5 miles this way, downhill incline through the open desert. We're back at the truck. I could feel the wind blowing. It's cool. Probably mid to lower 60s right now, I'm guessing. But with this wind blowing, who knows? All I know is that it wasn't comfortable to sleep, and you know, I could have put the rain fly up, been a little insulated, maybe have had a blanket or something. I'm still sleeping on the ground. And then I start hearing noises outside the tent. I heard what sounded like, I think it was my own heart beating, but when I felt my heart, it was a different rhythm. It was just a constant, solid rhythm, sounded like a heartbeat. Only, like I said, my heartbeat was a different rhythm, so not really sure what that was. It was kind of creeping me out. Just a constant heartbeat or even breathing or something like that. I don't know what it was, but it's pretty hard to fall asleep when you don't feel safe someplace. And maybe Kenny Veach is some guy that, you know, he just doesn't care. He can feel safe anywhere. He doesn't buy in any of this mumbo jumbo BS, and he could sleep out here. But I know that unless you're fully equipped and have the right gear and aptitude, sleeping out here is no picnic. So to say you slept on a mountaintop, a windy ass mountaintop, I have my doubts about that. In fact, most of these hikes have pretty much debunked a lot of Kenny Veach's stories. Still doesn't mean we're any closer to finding out what happened to him. Something unexpected happened to Kenny. And if he disappeared, I would be surprised if he hasn't turned up yet. But at any rate, I'm at a picture canyon in the open desert, just trying to make it back to my truck. And I kind of sort of know where to go. I mean, I can pull out my phone, use the GPS, get us right there if I have to, but I kind of sort of do know where to go. Sorry for the low light, I'm just trying to conserve battery. So far, I'm not seeing anything. I'm just trying to make it out of here is all. I keep hearing weird things sound like voices off in the distance. I don't know what it is. Like somebody hollering or something off in the distance. But it couldn't possibly be. There's no lights out there. My imagination, an animal, the wind, I don't know. All I know is we gotta traverse this open desert for a mile and a half to get to the truck. Once we do, saying we're home free yet, but we'll at least be able to be on our way home. See, with the other light, the batteries are probably getting dim. I pulled the night sun because we're traversing a, I guess a wash or a draw here. And I did check GPS. We're going the right direction for the truck. So basically, I've just got to keep going this way. It's a lot easier during the day when you can see where you're going, but at night it's a little bit more challenging. But I can kind of sort of, I kind of sort of know which way we need to go. Okay. Thought I saw a reflection out there. Might have been the truck, but it wasn't. Probably too far for that anyway. Surprised we haven't seen more animals out here, especially at night. I'll have to shut this night though. There's a bat or a bird or something. I'm gonna have to shut this powerful light off here in a minute to conserve battery. Which is a shame because it really illuminates the desert really well. Okay. Straight ahead this way. Probably not the easiest way, but it is the most direct way. And it's all kind of downhill, so it's actually not that big a deal. It's 11:30, I'm a little tired, but not tired enough to sleep on a cold, windy mountaintop. Okay. Another hill or draw or something coming up here. I guess this way. Here's the thing about about sleeping out in the desert. Right now I don't feel wind. I'm sweating, I'm warm. I could sleep right now, I'm warm enough to sleep. But as soon as I lay down and I stop sweating and my body starts to slow down and my body temperature lowers, as it does for sleeping, and then you feel any little breeze, it's hard to sleep. It really is. Just go to show you need something to break the wind. Like a windbreak or something, some sort of a shelter, because you can't sleep if you're not comfortable. And that tent that I had, I didn't put the rain fly on, and I left just the screen open, thinking it would be hot and good enough to keep bugs out, and it was. But ultimately, wind came right through, and it just was cold and uncomfortable. And even with the rain fly as a blanket, my head was getting cold, and my body, the ground wasn't hot from the sun during the day, so it's just really not comfortable. So camping out here, unless you're properly equipped for it, really is not that great. And to be properly equipped, you got to carry a hell of a lot more gear than I do. All right, I'm fairly certain we're going the right way. I feel fine. I think, like I said, I'm warm. I could sleep out here if I needed to. But as soon as you stop, you can just feel the chill. It gets cold out here at night. So we're just trying to navigate our way back. Looked like that might have been a burrow or something. I guess not. So far, I haven't seen any animals out here. They probably hear me or smell me and go the other way. But just trying to navigate the best I can back to my truck. And I think we're going the right direction. I check GPS every now and then to make sure. And pretty sure we are. I don't know if you can see this picture canyon way out there, but at any rate, sleeping on a mountaintop was a no-go. It was a no-go for me, and it was probably a no-go for Kenny Veach. So Kenny Veach said a lot of things, and so far I haven't really substantiated anything that he's said so far. M-cave, vibrations, sleeping on mountains, hiking 20 miles in a day. All my videos have done is disprove Kenny Veach's claims. Doesn't mean we're any closer to finding the man. So, based on that, I would say something unexpected to him happened out here, or he staged his own disappearance. Hard to say. You stick to the beaten path like the desert like this, and you collapse or something like that, you're gonna be seen. You're gonna be found. But adjusting the medium mod there. Yeah, if you walk the open desert, you're gonna be found. A helicopter fly overhead, somebody will see you. But you fall in some little crevice or something. The fact that you disappear without a trace just adds to the mystery. All I've done is disprove a lot of his claims. Right now it's midnight, towards the end of May 2025, and we're hiking through the desert, trying to get back to the truck. So far, it's a whole lot of nothing. Using GPS out here because I think I know which way I'm going, but then I keep going the wrong way and having to readjust. I just saw what I think is a reflector out there, which may very well be my truck, and probably is. And it's off this direction. Right out there. I'm 90% sure that is my truck. Yeah, I think I see it. It's just dead ahead. Man, what a night, huh? Well, I would like to sleep out there, but to be perfectly honest, I don't see a benefit in it. I really don't. I sit there awake most of the night. Maybe I doze off, maybe I don't. It's uncomfortable. Maybe nothing happens. And I come home the next morning, I'm a zombie the next day. So I just don't see a point in it. But we went out there, we set up a tent. I did doze a little bit. So I guess technically I did sleep out there. And what I found was sleeping on top of that mountain was cold, uncomfortable, and I keep hearing weird things out there that who knows what they are. That heartbeat noise was really weird. That was just ever-present heartbeat noise. And it may have been my own heartbeat, but I felt my heart, and it sure felt like a different rhythm. So I don't know what that was. It was just creepy. Just trying to make sure I'm not followed. I thought I heard a second set of footsteps. Okay. Well, here's the road. We have made it across the desert, mile and a half. And there's our truck. Oh my gosh, what a night. Tired, cold. I can feel the wind right now, the cool air on my face. And if I wasn't actively hiking, just laying down, it'd be pretty chilly. We made it to the truck, and that's it. Thank you, folks. On the clock, you do the math, about 4 miles. Picture Canyon out there in the vast darkness. Picture Canyon, my friends. What's out there at night? Well, I just heard a freaking buzzing noise coming from my truck. Holy shit. It scared the crap out of me. There's a buzzing noise coming from my truck, but it's very normal. The truck sits for a few hours. You may hear a buzzing noise. That's the fuel system. I believe it's relieving pressure, but believe it or not, it's actually normal. It freaked me out the first time I heard it. I looked it up, and it's a legit thing. So yeah, my truck is buzzing. That's normal. But for this hike, this adventure, folks, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm out here sweating, risking myself for your enjoyment. So please, all I ask, subscribe to the channel and like the videos, because that makes them more popular. More people see them and more people subscribe, because the more subscribers I get, the more videos I do. If you stop subscribing, why should I keep making videos? Subscribe, folks. It's not that hard. It's free, it's easy, and you don't get spammed. It just, you hit the subscribe button, that's it. You don't even have to have notifications if you don't want. Just subscribe. Helps me out a lot. At any rate, that's it for this one. Till the next time, folks. See you in the next adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. All of my videos are unscripted as they happen. I can't promise they'll be exciting, but I can promise they'll be 100% real. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures.
I don't have any regrets about not spending the night out there. We went up there, we set up the tent, we snoozed a little bit, but ultimately just too cold. And, we're going to spend an uncomfortable night up on top of a mountain. I mean, doing what? It's pointless. But we got what we needed. And we're coming up on a gate here. They put this gate in not too long ago, probably about a year or so ago. I guess to make sure people don't come in after dark. But it's supposed to open automatically, so hopefully it will. If not, we're going to have to find a back way out of here, which is going to kind of suck. Because that would be an extra 1 to 2 hours. But at any rate, should be able to just drive up on this and it will open automatically. Hopefully it will. And if it doesn't, like I said, it's going to be a long effing night. But I hear some noise, so it looks like it might be opening. Yep, it is opening, thank goodness. And yeah, then we'll be able to get out of here and go home, take a shower, and get some rest. But that's it for this adventure, folks. Till the next time, see you in the next adventure.